Welcome back to CBS Mornings. Ukraine this morning is claiming to have made advances in the fierce months-long battle for the eastern city of Bakhmut. The leader of the Russian mercenary group Wagner also said the Ukrainian military had made gains. As that fighting continues, our Charlie D'Agata was granted rare access to another Ukrainian town, only about 3 miles from Russian positions, where the few remaining residents are living in fear of Russian attacks. He is now in central Ukraine. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you, Vlad. Those attacks have only intensified in recent days ahead of a Ukrainian counteroffensive. President Zelensky is urging patience, saying we'd lose a lot of people if we launch it too soon.
Orikhiv bears all the scars of a battleground town sitting squarely on the front line. Above ground, a ghost town of shattered glass and destroyed buildings. But below, we find Deputy Mayor Svitlana Mandrych keeping herself and her community together.
How often does this town get hit?
Every day, she said, every day we get strikes, Grad missiles, rockets, even phosphorus bombs. She told us it's been getting much worse and much bigger. We can't hear the launch, she said, only the strike. So it's very scary for people who don't have enough time to seek cover. She takes us to a school that's been turned into part bomb shelter, part community center. The last children left this town 3 weeks ago. It became too dangerous.
From a population of around 14,000, there are now roughly 1,400 people left. We're told this town comes under attack day and night, including targeting this very school.
Ukraine's government calls shelters like this a point of invincibility, and that defiant title is absolutely intentional. It's manned by volunteers, all residents here serving those who decided to stay despite the risks.
What happens when you hear the explosions?
Fear, of course. Every time there's an explosion, very scared to hear that our people may have died. As if on cue, she calmly explains that was ours, outgoing. There are hundreds of places like this where residents facing anything from power outages to daily bombardment can meet to get warm, get fed, grab a hot shower, get their laundry done, even get a haircut from a hairdresser who comes once a week.
This is like a little village inside a village.
You know, it's not even a village, she says. It's more like civilization within all the devastation. Valentina Petrovna told us her house no longer exists after being bombed, but she's not leaving her hometown.
Aren't you worried about your safety being so close?
I'm not so worried, she said. I'm more worried about my children. My son is fighting and my grandchildren are in Zaporizhzhia. They share more than a hot drink and each other's company. They're united in defiance and hope that the war will end soon and families will once again be reunited.
Now, even though that town is directly on the firing line, residents there tell us they can't wait for that counteroffensive to begin, to push Russians back far enough so they're no longer interested in randomly bombing their neighborhoods. Vlad?
A small piece of civilization amidst that devastation. Charlie D'Agata in Ukraine for us. Thank you, Charlie.